I've told my friends and family about your advice. Most don't believe it. I do. Any ways to change their mind?
Well, do it through your example. Success is the best revenge. Doesn't matter what people believe. It's you got to live the example. What I found is it just self help in general is most people aren't interested. They don't give a damn. That my tennis elbow. I'm too busy. I don't have time. I don't have the money. It's they have things they want to do, but the average person, most people tend to major in minor things. And a book like mine, it's most guys are not going to be into it or interested until a relationship goes sideways and they're trying to get the girl back. Then they're open to it because they're in pain. But a book that'll help guys understand women, have a better relationship with them. 99% of the guys be like, hey, I gotta get around to that. I'll check that out one of these days. They just never do. But it's not until something really is going sideways and they're in a lot of emotional pain that they're open to it, to be helped. You know, it's just like same thing like somebody that has an addiction issue. It's like until they admit they got a problem, they're willing to do something about it, or somebody that's overweight. It's human beings until they hit the wall metaphorically, where they realize I'm done with this shit. I'm done living this way. I'm done being in this crappy relationship, or I'm done working for this asshole boss, or I've always had this dream to start a business. It's like until you're just sick of the way things are and you get to the point where you're like, that's it. I'm changing it, come hell or high water. Until you get to that point, it's like you really can't help people. As the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It's a person's got to be ready, willing, able, and open to being coached in order to help them. And that's what most guys find is they try to share the book. They're like, how'd you do it? How'd you get that girl? Or how'd you fix your marriage? Or how'd you attract that girl back? She friend zoned you. They give them copies of the book, and guys just will never look at it until they're in a lot of emotional pain. That's really that was the thing. Like when I was figuring the business model out, that took so long to figure out. It usually wasn't until the guy was in pain, or he got rejected, or this girl he started dating that started out real good, and then all of a sudden it went sideways, or she ghosted, or friend zoned him, or whatever. It's not until that happens that they're like, what the hell? They go searching on the internet, and that's when they come across me.
I mean, usually those things at the end of the day, like a lot of things, especially are subjective. Like your family might not agree with what Corey says, but you do, and that's okay. It's like, for example, if you're going to the mall and you're like shopping for clothes, maybe there's this shirt that you really like and your friends don't like it. Like everything is really subjective. Same with like with guys when they go for girls. Maybe there's a girl that like for him is too tall or too skinny, but then for someone else, they're perfect the way they are. So a lot of those things are subjective, like dating advice, a lot of life coaches, therapists everywhere. It's just a matter of who you identify with the most and who you agree with and who you're willing to have as your mentor.